Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy D,
It's your boy Jay.
and this is D and J Movie Reviews. I hope everybody's having a great Friday. What's up, boy?
Not much, man. Doing all right, doing good, man. Just got out of seeing Fantastic Four and ready to dive into this review.
Oh yeah. So y'all, sit back and relax and ride with us on this one. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe. So this movie was good. I definitely tell you, the acting was good, the storyline was good, everything in this movie was good. I, Galactus was good. Miss Silver Surfer was good. I don't have nothing to complain about this movie. Do I put it in front of Superman? Yeah, I would. I would put this past Superman because it talked about family. It talked about everything about family in this movie. When they had to go out of space, when they had to do this, when Sue had the baby, when all this, it was nothing but love and nothing but family in this movie. And that's what I actually loved about this movie. It wasn't about, I'm going to take the lead, I'm going to take the lead, I'm going to take the lead. No, they did it together as one. That's what I love about this movie. And Superman, yeah, it was, I mean, he had some good moments about, great. But I really, I put this, I won't put it a, a lot over Superman, but I will put it over Superman. That's my opinion. So, what you think?
All right, watching this movie,
Mm-hmm.
I will admit that I was right off the top. I was wrong. I had some doubts. Going back a couple months ago when the teasers, like the trailers came out, I was just like, I don't know what this movie's gonna present itself. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. But I had an understanding that when they showed Galactus in the first trailer, I
Mm-hmm.
was like, my thing is that Galactus is going to be your biggest antagonist. You're
Mm-hmm.
showing him in this movie, which
Mm-hmm.
well, obviously to me in the marketing department, it basically gave this movie a boost because of Galactus. That's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
And so watching this movie, because I'll be honest with you, I want to go see this movie because I was one of mine. Yeah, I'm gonna go see, because of Galactus and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But watching this movie, the characters are very well balanced out.
Right.
The chemistry between Reed and Sue, played by
Mhm.
Pedro Pascal and Vanessa Kirby, their chemistry in
Pedro
this
killed
movie,
it.
uh, yeah, like I said, as much as you know, at first I wasn't too sure about Pedro Pascal and everything and all the stuff that he's associated with. He's still a good actor, and he really did a
Mm-hmm.
good job with this role, and there's stuff that I just can't complain about it. It just like you just get a sense of urgency in this movie. There's a lot of stuff that's going on, and the thing is, what they're trying to do is just like Darrell said, is just they're trying to everything's a meaning for family. Now, I will say this is that watching this movie, um, only gripes I had is that I didn't like. I think in towards like the middle, I guess in the second act, like middle of the second act or something like that. I did not like how the way they handled Ben's character a little bit because I really felt like he was a little bit sidelined a little bit, in my opinion. But other everything else, it was good. Johnny Storm, I'm gonna be honest. Everybody can say what they want to about Johnny Storm, but I honestly, this version of Johnny Storm, I don't know if I can basically invest in him. But Joseph Quinn, the actor that plays Johnny Storm, I don't know. And but I mean, you laughing and everything, but I'm just saying, I just
No,
don't. I
I'm
just
just I'm just thinking, just looking at him, it reminds me of seeing the young Tony Stark. I always say that makes him see the young Tony Stark. So
Yeah, I mean, they basically in this movie they gave Johnny Storm, which is something we've never seen before, which I kind of was like, okay. they gave him, you know, with the writing, they gave him the brain work and everything to figure some stuff out, just like Reed. And it's just like I said,
I put.
it's a good.
Go ahead. Go ahead. My bad.
Um, but like I said, I just feel like with Johnny Storm's character, just something I just can't vibe with. But overall, the CG in this movie, there was some spots in the CG in this movie that was really good. Some of it was, you could tell at certain spots in some of the CG, it was a little bit bad. They could have polished up some parts. Not gonna go into like which scene, but overall, the visuals in this movie carry this movie on top. The score was really good. Like you could feel that emotion. Um, and especially Vanessa Kirby, she nails it out of the park with this role as Sue
Hmm.
Storm. Like honestly, leaving the theater, I felt like with this movie, especially with her son Frank Richards, because I could relate to it because I would feel like my wife would do something like that in the situation, if you know what I'm
Hmm.
talking about without spoiling. But because we have a son of our own, and just seeing how everything just played out, I just thought that this movie was really good. And, you know, it had a lot of meaningful dialogue in this movie, a lot of emotion. And,
Hmm.
but I will say this when it comes to Galactus, I like his I like his design, but I wish they would have made him a little bit more purple and all stuff. But for what we got, it is what it is. Um,
What
Silver
do you mean?
Surfer. What do you mean? We talking about
What do you mean made them more purple?
like, like
I,
kind of like in the comics, but
I thought the costume was dope.
yeah, it was. I'm just saying is like, you know, he looks a little bit dark, a little bit, but you could have made, like I said, some people like him, a little bit, like
He's a
purplish and
dark
everything.
character.
I mean, not, but we know it's a dark character, but we're talking about his design is not like dark, dark, Darrell. Like like I
Hmm.
said, in the comics, he's like purple, he's colorful a little bit. But
Yeah.
other than that, it was good seeing Galactus. Silver Surfer, I will say this. Silver Surfer, she was really good in this movie. I really wish they would show a little bit more of her. I mean, for what we got, it was okay. It was okay, seeing from her. But I just feel like I said, this movie it definitely carries the movie on top. You could definitely feel, some of the, the emotion. The cinematography in this movie was really dope. I like some of the cinematography, some of the dope shots in this movie. But the only gripe that I have is that they didn't utilize, I feel like they did not really utilize Ben and Johnny a little bit. Even though, like I said, I had my gripes and everything about Johnny, but also I feel like with Ben's character, the thing, he's like, the brawn of the group. He's your strength and everything because even though, yeah, he's the thing and all stuff, I feel like his character wasn't utilized. But also, I can understand why because in this movie, how the way I got it, it's basically the whole story, even though it's a Fantastic Four movie, I felt like this was kind of like a Sue Storm story, kind of, if you know what that means. But it's still, like I said, it's a good movie. I love it. Um, Definitely, I have to, be honest and say yes. I edge this over Superman. I love Superman for what it was, for what it stand, but I just feel like with this movie, they put a lot of more like dope and creative writing into it, which carried this movie over top. And plus the score, everything else, it just pretty much settles itself. And I will say this, Darrell, and I'm gonna tell you this too.
Hmm.
Watching superhero movies, I've been I've been on the fence of being on the fandom side. But now that I watch these movies, and here's the thing, and I just want to share this with you. When I watch movies now, I watch these movies because I want to see what's the purpose of this movie. Like, is it going to have good storytelling in this movie? Is there going to be stakes in this movie? Something that basically that's going to give the audience something that they can relate to. that's how the way that I'm going forward with watching these movies because
When are you supposed to be
yeah,
doing that the first time? Have you even watched a movie?
I'm talking about with me, the real, like
Uh,
how I was growing up, being like entertained watching movies. But now, shout out to my homie Davey from '80s. I talked to him about it. But it's just that watching these movies, you have to, go in with a mindset. What's the story going to be like? Is it going to be some stakes? Is it going to be something that, just like you said, something that the audience can relate to? And like I said, yes, you can say that the jokes in the movie, you know here's the thing when it comes to jokes in superhero movies. If
mhm.
some of them are forced way over top, you're basically going to lose the audience.
You can
Now,
tell when
if
something is actually being forced.
exactly, that's what I'm saying. You can tell when something's being forced, but with some movies, if the jokes are balanced out really well, but you don't lose the audience, that's a good sign that you're still having
Mhm.
the audience sold. So my thing is going watching these movies, I have to process myself. What type of movie am I watching? Am I watching a movie that I want to be entertained, or I want to watch a movie that has something with emotion, with the meaningful dialogue, something that I can relate to? And that's basically what I got from this movie. It's really good movie. um they said, I've seen a lot of people's reviews. They said this movie's the best movie since Endgame,
No.
but I'm gonna have to add Eternals in there because Eternals was a good movie. And what,
Hold on. Oh, you said
you don't think
Eternals was better. You said Eternals was better in this movie?
it's right beside each other? Eternals is a good movie.
I know Eternals is a good movie. So you say, okay, okay, I get all right. So is Eternals better than Superman?
Yes,
Mm, that's a good one. That's a good one.
yes,
That's a
yes,
good one.
yeah,
Yeah.
because Eternals had a good storytelling, and also
I
Eternals had good visuals, score, plus had some dope cinematography.
okay. I mean, I get it. I totally get it. And yeah, that was a very very good movie. And
Yeah,
I mean, I get everything. That's why this movie it hit because family. I'm a big family person. Big family person. I love my family. We always doing something. And this
hmm,
movie, like my family, my mom, my brother, my sister, all of them, my aunts. It's that's what I got out of this movie is they did it together. They didn't do it by themselves. That's why when we always go on vacation, it's not just me and my family. It's me and like me, my mom, and it's everybody in our family, not just us. It's everybody because my mom wants everybody to be together because we don't know how long we're going to actually have on this earth, how everything is acting. So
yeah,
yeah, this movie really did hit. Like if you're really big with your family, this hits a home run all the time. This is a great movie. And like you said, you have a son and you have a wife. You know, I think Savannah was doing the same thing what Sue Storm did in that movie.
of
So,
course, of
so
course, it's relatable, and I think that's probably what pushes the movie over the top because
yeah,
even though like the whole plot is about family, what would
yeah,
family do in a situation? And honestly, it was a good movie,
yeah,
but
it was good.
it's a
Uh,
good movie. But yeah, I just think that, like I said, um, I just think that my only gripe was just with how the way that they handled Ben in this movie, a little bit of Johnny Storm. I just think, just like I said, I know me and the real we don't agree and all stuff. He likes Johnny Storm, but like I said, for me purposely, I just want digging Johnny Storm a little bit.
mhm.
Here's the thing though. That's all that matters is that what matters is that the movie was still good. And
Yeah,
from what I got, it was beautiful, it was delightful. And
yeah,
I really am digging this and all stuff. Honestly, I would love to take my wife to go see this movie because
hmm
it's a really good movie. It's about family. So, just
yeah.
test and see what's up, man.
All right, then. So now here's the big question: What'd you give it a score? Do, do,
I'm gonna
do.
go ahead. From what I saw,
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving this movie. I'm giving this movie. I know I give this movie a B plus, but
Okay.
honestly, if I
Mm-hmm.
watch this movie again and there, honestly, I might watch this movie again. And I watch this
Mm.
movie again, Darrell, and it's really good the second time. I may bump it up to an A.
But what did we get? Ah, shit. I give it an A. I give it an
I'm just saying
A.
right now, I'm just starting out with just a B plus. But if I watch this movie again and it's really good and all stuff, and I can say sit through it and say, all right, I may, bump it up. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I feel you. I feel you.
but it's a good movie. You guys go watch Fantastic Four, the first steps. But like I said, I was completely shocked. I didn't expect it, with this movie. There was nothing woke about this movie. Everybody was balanced out. It was really good. Uh,
Yes.
it was really good writing. And shout out to the director. He's the director from crap. Because they got the writer that was from WandaVision, not mistaken. But the director, he's from can't think what there was. Do you have it, Darrell? Like what movie he directed?
Yeah, I'm looking
Uh,
at it right now.
his name is Matt. His name is Max. I think his name is Max Shakman.
Uh, let's see. Let's see. It's a very good question. Director. Yeah, Matt Shakman.
Yeah.
Producer of Marvel Studios, Walt Studio, blah blah blah. It's a 30 seconds film. Marvel. He did. Let's see. He directed Cut Blank. He directed some good ones. He did. He did some good movies.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's
But
see.
yeah, but he's a good director though. But
Yeah, it's probably something that we haven't actually seen. Like This Is Us. Like he was. No, just the 10 of us. What else? He
but
did
did
some
no
other.
he did a Marvel movie before Fantastic Four.
He did part of a Marvel movie, but he didn't do the
What
whole
was
movie.
which one?
Hold on, let's see. Um, I think it was like Guardians of the Galaxy. He did a little bit of that, not a lot.
Okay. All right.
Um,
But anyway,
he,
like I said, watching this movie, the director, he did a really good job. And
mhm.
but yeah, but like I said, man, go watch this movie, enjoy it for yourself, and basically just enjoy watching a Marvel movie, man. This and
Yeah,
just go in like I said, don't go in, with all the hype of high expectation. Keep your,
yeah,
expectations low, but also just enjoy the movie for what it is. And that's all I have to say.
yeah. Just like you said, enjoy the movie. Let us know in the comments what you think about what you thought about if you went to go see the movie. I swear I can't talk today. But yeah, let us know in the comments. You think it was good? You thought it was bad? You thought it was better than Superman? You think just put Marvel back on the map? Uh, just let us know.
I think
Anything
it
else, my boy?
does.
You think it
Um,
does? Huh.
I think it does. I think it does put Marvel back on the map, but also I had to be careful because the thing is this, bro, and this is what they do in the MCU, which
Mm-hmm.
honestly sometimes it does piss me off. The
Mm-hmm.
things what they do in the MCU when they put some like some crazy type of writing in these movies, bro. When we watch it
Yeah.
on the screen, we was like, that's not how it's supposed to be. Why would they do that? And that's trash right there. That's one thing. I'm like I said, I'm not gonna say all the way, but
Right.
Marvel is getting back to its roots, if that makes sense. They're going back to their roots. That's what you
This is
need. You need that formula.
this is a battle. This is a battle between Marvel and DC. It's always been a battle, and you got two good movies that came out in the same month, a week apart.
Yeah.
This is good. I
Hmm.
like this. I like this. I
Hmm.
really, really like this. So y'all let us know who's gonna win this year. You think it's gonna be Marvel? You think it's gonna be DC? Hmm. Who's gonna take the throne? Well,
Honestly, after watching this movie, bro, I really
mhm.
do feel like Fantastic Four is gonna have the win by the end of this year.
Yeah, they got some. What's some other movies they got? Spider Man coming
Which
out. They got all them.
Spider-Man
Uh,
comes out next year. But anyway,
yeah.
James Gunn, word to you, my brother. Now that you're starting this new universe, bro, you're gonna have to get better with the writing. Give the fans a good cohesive story. Limit the jokes, bro, because this movie right here basically done sealed the deal.
I
That's all I have
mean,
to say.
when he did Superman, when he just did Superman, I thought he did a great job of writing. So
He did, but still, I if you want
I
to
like this.
differentiate, if you want, yeah, like I said, if you want to differentiate the real, which one you
Uh-huh.
do like vibing, like which one touched you the most, like which movie touched you the most in emotional element.
Both of them actually touched. Blah, blah,
But
blah,
which,
bless.
but let me narrow it down. But which one was more heavy? It had more high stakes.
Oh, this one, most definitely. But you can't. I mean,
See
but you
the
also can't. But you can't also throw out Superman because Superman was actually, people didn't like him because he came from another universe. He couldn't help it. He was a damn kid. He was a baby. He couldn't help it. So
yeah
now, if you think about it, it's like Superman was this. Now, what the world is actually turning on Superman, but he had to bring everybody back. So I mean, because Lex Luthor was putting brainwashing people and everything like that. So this is a good battle. DC versus Marvel. Good battle. Y'all let us
yeah.
know who's gonna win. Y'all let us know who's winning. DC or Marvel. So anything else we got, boy?
Nah, man, that's it, man. You
All right.
guys, thank you for supporting the channel. You guys been a great audience. It's keep supporting me and Darrell. We keep giving y'all dope content because y'all deserve it, and so we keep moving forward and keep progressing. So that's all I have to say. So just subscribe to the channel, man. Show support.
All right. Y'all be good. Be safe. Have a good weekend. Spend time with your loved ones. We out this thing. Peace.